I do not leave my content as kid-friendly. Every single video I've ever uploaded to YouTube is marked as not made for kids. By me.
Please tell me, why would you mark it for kids? I mean, if you mark it for kids, you lose your comments, you also have your video only be played in very specific circumstances. All you're doing is screwing yourself over. The reason why the comments are so important is they drive up interaction on your video, which makes them do better in the algorithm. If you take that off, you basically make your video do worse and you would reduce your income. Nobody would do that. At least logically, I wouldn't. Forgive me, but for the rest of this video, you get background gameplay because I'm too lazy to edit the rest of the stills. So let me simplify this situation down a little bit. It's literally just a degenerate and idiot fighting with toxic fan bases. It's just so dumb and it's just so horrible. I mean, at one point, they were literally dick-sizing how much hate they were giving each other. I will say, I have a lot more respect for Parlo, as he actually took my video on him quite well and didn't act like an infant, so good on him. So seeing Parlo get into yet another drama, I decided I'm going to navigate this wasteland, talk about it on YouTube, and waste a few days of my life only for $1. I'm still questioning why I'm wasting my life doing this. Now, this situation really took off when Parlo decided to make a video talking about Euina's very interesting thumbnails and actions. You know, those very interesting thumbnails. Parlo would make the point that Euina's content is something that should not be exposed to an audience around this children's game, as that audience is likely children. Later, this drama would go to Twitter as they would take turns taking jabs at each other. This would lead to a follow-up video made by Parlo to try to debunk claims spread by Euina or her fanbase. Some of these claims were extremely reaching, though. This doesn't mean Parlo's video wasn't flawed, though.
Ever since my video came out highlighting Euina's use of over-sexualized assets in her thumbnail to drive more clicks and attention from people by either showing two characters engaging in sexual intercourse or other questionable matters, I also had highlighted her immaturity by showing uncensored Roblox porn to minors.
Immaturity and sexualized assets and thumbnails. Why does that sound familiar? I'll be fair here and say, being a hypocrite doesn't make you wrong, but can you go one drama without being a hypocrite? Really, it's not that difficult. Like, seriously, you're calling her out for exposing children to these lewd thumbnails, but then you're going around and doing the same shit, albeit not as far, but still, you're doing it. This is the pot calling the kettle black.
Or Scrimzox. You love to drag other people through the mud because you can't take accountability yourself. And it's also funny how my video on Euina gets age restricted because she and her fans obviously reported it after she pinged her entire Discord server.
I wonder who else has a habit of pinging their entire server over videos they don't like. And before you say this is old news, this screenshot I'm showing happened right after I uploaded my video on him.
How does my video get age restricted? By simply showing her thumbnails, but the videos with her thumbnails still remain up and untouched on YouTube perfectly fine.
Parlo, that's actually false, because in your previous video you said in your own words,
to the point where YouTube has even striked her for her content going against the terms of service, and many people voicing their distastes towards her videos.
In your previous video you state she's facing repercussions, but then your newest video, oh, nothing's happening. Can you stay consistent? Like, I know this feels like a bit of a nitpick, but it's not that difficult to stay consistent.
The thumbnail I use are from actual assets which have been allowed through Roblox moderation, some which even big YouTubers have covered, and in my videos covering such situations, I have got many assets banned, and a few words even tagged by Roblox moderation. My thumbnails are questionable at most, but hers are just over-sexualized. There's zero comparison. And there's no hypocrisy.
Bullshit, Parlo. People have been fighting with you over these thumbnails for quite a long time now. Your only rebuttal towards Euina is just because it's allowed by Roblox moderation, you can use them in thumbnails. You both still have the same intent behind those thumbnails, to garner more clicks. The fact that you even make the claim that you can't even compare these in the slightest is just completely brain dead. So let's compare your guys' thumbnails. Let's look at yours first. From what it looks like, we have a woman on top of a Roblox dude in a very not safe for work manner. And if we take a second to look at Euina's thumbnail, there's some very not safe for work action in this one as well. Keep in mind, Parlo did say that his and her thumbnails cannot be compared at all. So after Parlo's masterpiece of a video dropped, a few days later, Euina drops a video and it's her response. If you're still watching me, it's obvious it wasn't very good.
Famous Roblox YouTuber Parlo with a following over 200,000 subscribers caught catfishing as Roblox Adopt Me pregnancy YouTuber Euina.
Catfishing, the process of luring someone to a relationship by means of fictional online persona. How is changing your profile picture catfishing? I've also heard claims from Euina saying that she was getting impersonated by Parlo, but how the hell is changing your profile picture impersonating somebody? Genuinely, he didn't even change anything else about his profile, just the picture. Euina, you're really grasping at straws.
So let me make something clear for you ankle biters. I do not leave my content as kid-friendly. Every single video I've ever uploaded to YouTube is marked as not made for kids by me. And no, my videos do not need to be 18+ because they abide general audience guidelines. Let me read this nice and slow for you because I know you need it. General audience content is content that could appeal to everyone, but isn't intended specifically for children, or content that is intended for a teen or older audience. General audience content should be set as not made for kids.
Damn, that's kinda crazy because watching your videos, it feels like the humor is oddly targeted towards a younger audience.
Guys, it's Euina. I'm really mad because I decided that I was gonna be emo. Like, I woke up today and I decided that I was gonna be emo. But my headphones are pink. How am I gonna be emo if my headphones are pink? I am really mad, so I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the hood and I'm gonna harass and terrorize the hood community as I always do. Alright, you already know how it go. Join VC. So like, I still haven't decided how I'm gonna like harass and terrorize the hoodians. I think I'm gonna fart on people. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fart. I'm gonna fart on people. Yeah.
It's definitely not like potty jokes and being loud is something aimed to appeal a younger audience. Almost feels like you're trying to entertain kids. But remember, guys, I'm appealing to a general audience. I'm definitely not targeting children. Let's go to Euina's Twitter where she adds a little bit more onto this point. Children watch everything on YouTube. Even I at 8 years old was watching Shane Dawson's inappropriate videos. Should I have been watching his videos? No. So stop asking me to babysit your children. Now normally I'd be pretty fair about this point and say yes, this is true. Us as creators should not have to babysit other people's children. But you, Euina, you're in a bit of a different circumstance where this wouldn't really apply much, so allow me to explain. Let's compare the game Roblox to, let's say, your average neighborhood playground. Playgrounds generally have the purpose to attract kids for recreational use. Are there some outliers? There is definitely indeed some outliers, but the overwhelming majority is children. So if you walk up and piss on the merry-go-round, odds are you're going to be exposing these children to an indecent activity. That is your fault. Sure, you're not babysitting the children, but you're directly going out of your way to expose these children to indecent activities, i.e. you pissing on the merry-go-round. It's not the parent's fault, it's not the kid's fault, it's your fault. This would generally work if your situation wasn't a platform designed to attract children. If this was a more adult platform, then I'd see your point. But this is not an adult platform.
You claim that we were taking things out of context. Oh my god, you can't do that. That's the same thing that you do, Parlo. You love to take things out of context. Is it that you don't like your own medicine? Is it too much for you?
So wait, you just outright admit you took him out of context, but then you never elaborate any further about people he's taken out of context. Okay, Euina.
Attempted to smear your reputation with lies. You mean the same thing that you're doing to me.
So wait, you're just not gonna elaborate again? You're just gonna put up 2 screenshots that just both of you just making blank statements without any proof? Okay, Euina. I honestly hate people like this. Like, God, you're giving us a video, you're talking about it, you're not gonna elaborate any further, you're not gonna actually prove more to your side. No, you're just gonna make a statement and move on. Now, I thought I'd make sure I specify this before I end the video. Anything I haven't really covered, I either agree with or I don't have enough background knowledge on to make an educated statement. You know, I just don't want to say something that makes me sound stupid. My takeaways for the situation are Parlo is still a massive hypocrite, and while Euina is a disgusting person that I don't ever want to have to deal with on my timeline again. I guess thanks for watching this pointless video.